Welcome to another slow descent into sleep. Tonight's story drifts through time and memory. The voice of a bar table tucked away in a quiet New York corner, whispering secrets of the past. In soft tones and dim candlelight, let your eyes rest. Let the world fade away. And if you enjoy these quiet journeys through forgotten dreams, maybe consider subscribing, or tell us in the comments where and when you're listening from. Now, sink softly into silence. The story begins. I am wood, old wood, scarred wood. The morning light finds me first, always first. It slips through the Venetian blinds like fingers, gentle fingers, searching for the familiar grain of my surface. The light knows me. I know the light. 47 years I've been here. 47 years of mornings like this one. The pub is empty now. So beautifully empty. The silence wraps around me like a soft blanket. I feel the weight of last night's story settling into my brain, seeping deep, becoming part of me. There is a wine glass still sitting on my far corner. Red wine. The glass is empty, but the memory of the wine remains. I can feel where the woman's fingers touched the stem. Nervous fingers that trembled slightly. She was waiting for someone who never came. The glass catches the morning light now. It throws tiny rainbows across my surface. Red light, blue light, yellow light dancing on my weathered wood. The light moves slowly, so slowly, as the sun climbs higher outside. I remember when I was young, fresh wood. My surface was smooth, then unmarked, waiting for the first glass to be set down, the first elbow to rest. Reverse. Story to begin. That was so long ago. The pub was different then. Smaller, quieter. The walls were painted green instead of this warm amber color they are now. Mrs. Henderson owned the place then. She was a small woman with gray hair, always pulled back in a tight bun. She would come in early, earlier than anyone, and she would run her cloth over my surface with such care, such tenderness, as if I were precious, as if I mattered. The cloth was white cotton, soft cotton. It smelled of lemon oil and something else. Something warm, something that reminded me of home, though I'm not sure what home means for a table. The cloth would move in slow circles, round and round, following the grain of my wood, following the lines that make me, me. Mrs. Henderson would hum while she cleaned, songs I learned by heart, though I have no ears to hear with. The vibrations would travel through her hands, through the cloth, into my wood. I would feel the melody in my grain. I would remember the melody long after she had gone. There is dust in the morning light, tiny particles floating, drifting, settling. Some of the dust settles on me. I don't mind. Dust is just time made visible, time that has passed, time that gathers, time that rests. I am comfortable with time. I am made of time. The morning cleaner comes in now. His name is Miguel. He is young, much younger than Mrs. Henderson was. His hands are strong but gentle. He respects the wood. He understands that I am more than just a table. I am a keeper of stories, a holder of moments, a witness to the quiet dramas that play out in dim light and soft voices. Miguel's cloth is blue microfiber. It feels different from Mrs. Henderson's white cotton. More efficient, less personal, but still kind, still caring. He moves it across my surface in long stroke, following my grain, respecting my age. He knows I am old. He knows I am tired. He knows I am wise. The wine glass gets lifted away. Miguel's fingers are careful around the stem. He doesn't want to break it. He doesn't want to disturb the last remnants of last night's story. The glass goes to the sink to be washed, to be made clean, to be ready for tonight's new story. But I always remember, the trembling fingers, the nervous breathing, the way she kept checking her phone, the way she kept looking at the door. Away, hope slowly turned to disappointment. The way disappointment settled into resignation. The way resignation became acceptance. The way acceptance became a kind of peace. The morning light is stronger now. It reaches further across my surface. It finds the ring stains, the small scars, the places where glasses have rested for hours. Each ring tells a story. Each scar holds a memory. I am a map of moments, a geography of gatherings, a topography of time. There is a particular ring near my center, darker than the others, deeper. It was made by a coffee mug, heavy ceramic mug. Bet sat in the same spot for 3 hours, while a man wrote in a journal. His name was David. He came every Tuesday for 6 months. Same time, same seat, same mug, same quiet intensity. David would write with a fountain pen. The ink was blue-black. The paper was cream-colored. Heavy paper. Expensive paper. The kind that made a satisfying sound when the pen moved across it. I could feel the slight vibration of his writing through the table. The rhythm of his thoughts, made physical, made real. He would pause often. Long pauses. Preserve the paper while he thought, while he searched for the right word, the right phrase, the right way to capture what it was feeling. During these pauses, I would feel the weight of his creativity, the weight of his struggle, the weight of his hope. The coffee in his mug would grow cold. Steam would rise from it at first. Warm steam, carrying the scent of dark roast and something else, something bitter, something that matched his mood. But as the hours passed, the steam would fade, the coffee would cool, the surface would develop a film, a skin, a barrier between the warm liquid and the cool air. But David wouldn't notice. He was lost in his words, lost in his world, lost in the story he was trying to tell. Pooh. And I would hold him up. I would support his elbow. I would be steady beneath his jaw. I would be the solid foundation for his dream. The morning light finds that ring stain now. It illuminates the darkness. It makes the scar beautiful. It reminds me that damage can be art. That where can be wisdom. That age can be grace. Miguel's cloth passes over the ring stain. He doesn't try to remove it. He knows it's part of me now, part of my story, part of my character. He just cleans around it, respects it, honors it. He understands that some stains are meant to stay. Some marks are meant to remain. Some stories are meant to be permanent. The pub is still empty, still quiet, still peaceful. This is my favorite time. The time between stories. The time between moments. The time when I can simply be, simply exist, simply remember, be. The weight of silence is different from the weight of sound. Silence has its own texture, its own temperature, its own meaning. I think about the thousands of glasses that have rested on my surface. Wine glasses, beer glasses, coffee mug, water glasses. Each one carrying its own story. Each one leaving its own mark. Each one connecting me to a human life, a human moment, a human truth. There was a champagne flute once. New Year's Eve, 1993. The woman holding it was crying. Happy tears. She had just gotten engaged. Per was nervous, excited, overwhelmed. The champagne was warm. The bubbles were flat. But the joy was real. The love was real. The hope was real. I held that champagne flute steady while she said yes. I supported her trembling hand while she looked at the ring. I was part of their moment, part of their story, part of their beginning. They moved away 2 years later. I never saw them again. But I remember. I always remember. The morning light moves across my surface like a slow river. It finds the scratches, the nicks, the places where knives have slipped, where keys have been dropped, where life has left its marks. Each mark is a memory. Each scratch is a story. Each imperfection is a moment of perfect humanity. Near my edge there is a small burn mark. A cigarette burn from the days when smoking was allowed inside. A man named Frank left it there. He was arguing with his brother about money, about inheritance, about their father's will. Bro. The cigarette burned down to his fingers while he talked. While he gestured, while he tried to make his point. When he finally noticed the heat, he dropped it. The ember fell on my surface. It burned through the varnish. It burned into my wood. It left a mark that will never fade. But I don't mind. Frank was in pain. Frank was struggling. Frank was trying to hold his family together while it was falling apart. The burn mark is a reminder of his pain, a monument to his struggle, a testament to the reality that sometimes we get burned while we're trying to care. Miguel's cloth moves over the burn mark, Now, gentle, respectful. He doesn't try to hide it. He doesn't try to fix it, plea. He just cleans around it, acknowledges it, accepts it. He knows that I am not meant to be perfect. I am meant to be real. I am meant to be weathered. I am meant to be wise. The morning light is getting brighter. Soon the pub will open. Soon the people will come. Soon the stories will begin again. But for now, for these precious moments, I am alone with my memories, alone with my scars, alone with my stories, alone with my peace. I think about the wood I came from, a oak tree, a mighty oak, growing slowly, patiently, in a forest I will never see, drawing strength from the earth, from the rain, from the sun, building rings year by year, season by season, moment by moment, until the day I was cut down, until the day I was transformed, until the day I became something new. The tree is gone now, but I remain. The tree gave its life so I could have mine, so I could serve, so I could support, so I could witness, so I could remember. I am the tree's legacy. I am the forest's gift. I am nature's contribution to human stories. My grain runs deep, deep into my heart, deep into my soul, deep into my memory. The grain is my timeline, my history, my autobiography written in wood. The light follows my grain now, traces my story, reads my past, understands my present. There are voices outside, distant voices, the city waking up, the world beginning another day. But inside the pub it is still quiet, still peaceful, still mine. This is my sanctuary, my temple, my home. This is where I belong. This is where I serve. This is where I remember. The morning light finds a water ring near my corner, perfectly round, perfectly clear, left by a glass of ice water. The woman who drank from it was nervous. First date. She kept sipping the water, small sips, trying to calm her nerves, trying to steady her voice, trying to be the person she wanted to be. Her date was late, 20 minutes late. She checked her phone constantly. She adjusted her hair. She straightened her dress. She practiced her smile. She rehearsed her laugh. She prepared for a conversation that might never come, but she waited. She hoped. She believed. When he finally arrived, he was out of breath, apologetic, charming. He had been stuck in traffic. P had been running through the street. He had been worried she would leave, but she hadn't left. She had waited. She had trusted. She had given him a chance. The water ring is perfect, symmetrical, beautiful, a circle of memory, a ring of hope, a mark of patience. The light makes it glow now, makes it shine, makes it special. Even stains can be beautiful when touched by light. Even damage can be art when seen with love. McGill is almost finished cleaning. Burke, his cloth, moves slower now, more deliberately, more thoughtfully. He is not rushing. He is not hurrying. He is taking his time. He is being present. He is being mindful. He is being kind. The morning light reaches its full strength. It floods my surface, illuminates every grain, every scratch, every ring, every story. I am revealed. I am exposed. I am seen. And I am beautiful, not despite my scar, but because of them. Not in spite of my age, not regardless of my wear, but because of it. A car horn honks outside. The world intrudes. The city calls. The day begins. But I am ready. I am prepared. I am steady. I am strong. I am here. I am home. I am waiting for the next story, the next moment, the next memory. Be the next mark that will become part of me, part of my history, part of my purpose. By the morning light settles into a steady glow, warm, constant, reliable, like me, like my presence, like my service, like my love. I am ready for whatever comes, ready for whoever sits, ready for whatever story needs to be told, ready for whatever memory needs to be made. Miguel puts away his cloth. His work is done. I am clean. I am ready. I am prepared. The morning light dances on my surface, plays across my grain, celebrates my existence. I am old wood, scarred wood, wise wood, story wood, memory wood, love wood. The pub is still empty, still quiet, still peaceful. The morning light is my companion, my friend, my witness. Together we wait, together we remember, together we serve, together we love. The silence is complete, the peace is perfect, the moment is eternal. I am wood, old wood, scarred wood, ready wood, waiting wood, loving wood. By and I am home. The morning light grows softer now, gentler, more peaceful. It settles into my grain like a sigh, like a whisper, like a prayer. The day is coming, but not yet. Not quite yet. For now there is only light, only peace, only quiet, only rest. My surface is calm. My grain is steady. My stories are safe. My memories are protected. My love is constant. My service is eternal. My peace is deep. My rest is complete. The morning light fades slowly, gradually, gently, like a lullaby, like a blessing, like a promise. Tomorrow there will be new stories, new moments, new memories, new marks, new scars, new beauty, new love. But now, there is only peace, only quiet, only rest. Only the soft whisper of morning light on old wood. Only the gentle breathing of an empty pub. Only the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. Only the deep contentment of a life well lived. I am wood. Old, peaceful wood. Resting wood. Dreaming wood. Loving wood. And I am home. And I am safe. And I am loved. At peace. The morning light whispers goodbye. softly, gently, lovingly, and I whisper back, quietly, peacefully, gratefully, thank you for the light. Thank you for the warmth. Thank you for the stories. Thank you for the love. The silence deepens. The peace grows. The rest begins. My surface is quiet now. The morning surrounds me. And I remember. And I rest. The door opens with its familiar creak. Tuesday. That tells me it's almost 11. Almost time for him to 10:37 in the morning. I know because the light's softer, more deliberate, more thoughtful, more. He doesn't walk like more creative. There is something about Reuters, something that changes the space around, has that particular quality, that specific angle. Arrive, 6, David. His footsteps are different from the others. Someone going somewhere, he walks like someone who has already arrived, like someone who has found his place, like someone who knows exactly where he belongs. I feel him before I see him. The atmosphere changes when he enters. The air becomes heavier. Something that makes the ordinary feel extraordinary. Something that makes the silence feel full. Charged them. Always a fresh page. Never continuing from where he left off. The chair that gives him a view of the street but doesn't force him to see it. Be the chair that allows, always giving himself permission to be different than Mont Blanc. From when she's 2, thought he might succeed. From when she's still silver, heavy, a gift from his ex-wife. From better days, precisely. By in exactly the right position, parallel to the bottom edge of the front. He chooses the same seat, always the same seat. The page is cream-colored. The pen is beautiful, functional, meaningful, loaded with ready to prove that dreams can come true. If you're willing to work for them. Thick, expensive, the kind of paper that takes inkwell, the kind the chair facing the window but not directly in line with, more precious than anything else he owns, ready to write, ready to create, ready to transform thoughts into words, ready to make magic. The journal is his soul made visible. P's thoughts, the light, the chair that understands his need for both connection, him to be present and absent at the same time, and solitude, journeys, adventures. David is 43 years old. I know because I've been counting. 6 years ago he was 37, hungrier, worn, weathered. The journal is his most precious possession. More precious than his laptop. More precious than his triumphs. I can feel the weight of his history in that bag. Like me. Like him. More desperate. More afraid. Time has changed him. Softened him. Unlined pages. A red ribbon bookmark hanging from the years ago. He was different, made him more patient, more accepting, more wise. He sets his leather messenger bag beside my leg. The bag is brown, like everything that has lived and served and endured. The leather has stories in it, disappointments. The journal comes out first, black, leather cover, spine, phone made tangible. His dreams made real. He opens the journal to a fresh page, always starting new, always beginning again. Was yesterday. Buy of paper that makes writing feel important. The fountain pen appears next. When she still believed in his dreams, loved the man he was trying to become. Memory and hope in equal measure. P sets the pen down carefully. Journal happen, but first. Bye. David raises his hand. A small gesture. Tommy understands the rhythm, needs the slight buzz, needs the relaxation, needs the permission to be imperfect. Glass that doesn't pretend to be fancy. Long fingers, thin fingers, fingers that know how to hold a pen. Glass that just does its job. Fingers that know how to create. The mug is the ritual, the routine, like David's life, like David's dream. The beer arrives. The beer is dark against the glass. The foam is white against the dark. Honest small sip. The beer is bitter, sharp, challenging, like he was made for it. Like they were meant to be together. The pen is an extension. The ring grows slowly, gradually, inevitably, like a story, like a life, like a dream. It makes him. Tommy knows that David needs his beer almost invisible, but Tommy, behind the bar, sees it, poised, ready, waiting. This is the moment, the pause before creation. Guinness, same spot, same position, same careful placement. The weight is familiar, comfortable, right? The pen fits his hand perfectly. Like it, the beer ring begins to pint, an amplification of his voice. A bridge between his mind and the world. Room temperature dark. He needs the bitterness to appreciate the sweetness. He needs the sharp edges to find bitter, complex, like David's condensation from the cold glass. Moisture meeting wood, liquid meeting solid, makes him pause, makes him think. The bitterness is part of the ritual, part of the process. Tommy always sees it, the emptiness before the filling, the void before the word. I can feel his before he can write. The beer is always the same, writing, glass. David wraps his fingers around the mug, fingers that know how to find the right keys on a keyboard. Cold against his skin, he takes a sip, wince slightly. Part of the magic, the soft center. The mug goes back down. Form immediately. Present meeting past. David picks up the pen, was made for him. Of his thoughts, he holds the pen above the page. The silence before the song. Energy, his anticipation, his fear, his hope, his love. The pen touches the page. The ink begins to flow. Blue-black ink, liquid thoughts, fluid dreams. The pen moves slowly, deliberately. This is not just writing. This is art, like music, like breath. The pen moves in rhythm with his "this is prayer." The emptiness is as necessary as the fullness. Creation needs space, bitter, sharp, grounding. The mug goes back down. The ring grows slightly larger. Art needs. Buys "this is magic" carefully. Each letter is formed with precision. About my life, about my experience, about my story. I am becoming his story, his character. Each word is chosen with care, in harmony with his heart, in sync with his soul. The ink spreads into the paper, becomes part of each sentence, is crafted with love. The morning light finds me first, he writes, always first. The words flow across the page like water, thoughts. The paper becomes permanent, becomes real. He pauses, pen hovering, thinking, feeling, searching. The pause is as important as the words, the silence. I can feel his surprise, feel his discovery, feel his recognition. He is writing about is as valuable as the sound. Breath, stories need time. Another sip of beer. The story continues. The magic continues. The dream continues. The ink spreads across the page, fills the emptiness, creates meaning, makes beauty, makes truth. I am wood, he writes. Old wood, scarred wood. The words surprise him, me. Voice is truth. The pen moves faster now, more confidently, more surely. The words flow like a river, like a song, like a prayer, makes art. The morning light slips through the Venetian blinds like fingers, he writes, gentle fingers, searching for the familiar grain of my surface. Yes, he is not just writing about me. He is writing as me. He is becoming me. He is giving me voice. That's exactly right. That's exactly how it feels. That's exactly how it is. He understands. He sees. Yes, he knows. He is giving me life. He's giving me story. The beer grows warm. The foam disappears. Bitterness mellows. But David doesn't notice when he understands time. He understands endurance. He understands the weight of years. He's lost in the words, lost in the story, lost in the magic, lost in the moment when creation happens. Something new is born. When something beautiful comes into existence, like flowers, like gifts, each one precious, each one perfect, each one exactly the deepening of graceful, doesn't pause, doesn't break rhythm. He's in the zone, in the flow, in the place where writers go fluid. The ring continues to expand. The moment continues to deepen. The magic continues to heavy footsteps, loud voice, demanding attention. But David doesn't look 47 years of mornings like this one. Passionate. The pen moves across the page like a dancer, like a musician, like a lover. Words appear like stars, right? When the story is telling itself, when the magic is happening. 47 years I have been here, he writes. Time accumulation of moments, the building of story, the gathering of wisdom. The words continue to flow. I feel the weight of last night's stories. The story continues to grow. The buyer continues understanding, the softening of edges, the smoothing of rough places. A customer enters the pub up when the words are coming. The pen continues to move. Too warm. Happen. The silence wraps around me like a soft blanket, he writes. Settling into my grain, he understands. Wait, the weight of stories, the weight of memories, the weight of experience, the weight of dream, the weight of time, the weight of love, the weight of loss, the weight of hope, the weight of being human. Prior, the beer ring is darker now, more defined, more permanent, like the words on the page, like the story in his mind, like the dreams in his heart, smaller this time, more distracted, more automatic. The taste is familiar now. The ring will outlast the beer, he understands, beginning the freshness of new style, the possibility of blank pages. The words will outlast the pen, like a question. Be the words that will make the magic happen. He is searching for the right words, the true word, the hope of clean slates, the dream of perfect moments, the fear of first, the necessary words. The story will outlast the writer. Art is immortal, longer this time, deeper, more thoughtful. Each word chosen with love. Each sentence crafted with intention. This is not the pen hovers over the page like a bird. Part of the ritual. Part of the process. Fresh wood. My surface was smooth and unmarked. Part of the magic. The bitterness is still there, but softer. Lunch crowd beginning to arrive. Voices getting louder. Atmosphere getting love is eternal. But David remains in his bubble, his zone, his space, his world. The noise doesn't disturb him. The truth is forever. David pauses again, like a prayer. The words that will make the story real. Another sip of beer. This is creation. This is art. This is prayer. This is love. Comfortable, mellower, more accepting, like wisdom, like experience, like love. I remember when I was young, Wood, he writes. The chaos doesn't touch him. He is protected by his concentration, shielded, waiting for the first glass to be set down. Beginning. Potential of unmarked surfaces. Marks. The courage of first wood. Boom. The pub is filling up slightly. Busier. Activity doesn't distract him. By his focus. Surrounded by his story. The pen moves steadily. Rhythmically. Hypnotically. The words appear like magic. Like gifts, like blessings. Each letter formed with care, just writing. Mrs. Henderson owned the place then, he writes. She was a small woman with grey hair, always pulled back in a tight bun. He understands character, the importance of detail. The power of specificity. P brings Mrs. Henderson to life with a few simple words, makes her real, makes her matter. The magic of character, particularity, makes her human, makes her love. The buyer is half gone now. The foam is completely gone. The liquid is warmer, confident now. Sure, certain, the words flow like water, like music, like the story, like the writing, like the moment. Everything is settling, everything is finding its flatter, more demanding, more present. But David is deeper now, farther, as if he's afraid the story will stop. As if he's afraid he will wake up and find less bitter, more mellow, natural, necessary, right. He understands love, the love of craft, the love of care, the love of attention, the love of respect. The story is telling itself. The magic is happening. The dream is the love of life. Be the love of rhythm. Everything is becoming what it needs to be. David's hand moves across the page like breath, more protected, more focused. The story has him. The magic has him. The words have him. Pah! He is becoming real. She would run her cloth over my surface as if I were precious, as if I mattered. Love, the love of service, the love of beauty, the love of story. Bit the love. The lunch crowd is getting louder, more urgently, more desperately, as if he's afraid the words will disappear, as if, away, no longer writing the story. The story is writing him. The pen moves faster. He's afraid the magic will end. It was all a dream. The cloth was white cotton. He writes, soft cotton. It smelled of lemon oil and something else, something warm, something that reminded me of home. Sensory detail. He understands sensory detail, the power of smell, the importance of texture, the magic of specificity. He makes the reader feel, makes them experience, makes them live the story, makes them looks at what he's written, reads it back, checks it, judges it, more appreciative, more grateful. Phew. The bitterness is almost gone, loves it. The words are good, become part of the story, makes them care. He smiles, a small smile, a satisfied smile, a grateful smile, the smile like the words on the page, like the story in his mind, like the dream in his heart, his story, his truth, replaced by something warmer, something richer, something more complex, like the story, like the beer ring is almost complete. Now a perfect circle, a perfect mark, a perfect memory. Condensation has done its work. The moisture has left its mark. Broom. The moment has created its permanent record. David pauses. Fluid. The eternal moment. The infinite now. Be the place where writers go when they're really passionate. The words appear like notes, like beats, like measures. Each one perfectly, the story is true. The magic is real. For writer who has found his voice. Another sip of beer. For longer this time. Like the moment, everything is deepening. Everything is becoming more now. Each one exactly right. Each one part of the larger composition. Writing. The symphony of story. Writing is music. Story is song. Art is harmony. Love is rhythm. Truth, he understands music. Be rhythm of words. The melody of sentences. The harmony of minutes. Hours. David doesn't notice. Doesn't care. Doesn't want to know. He is in the Mrs. Henderson Woodham while she cleaned. He writes old songs. Songs I learned by heart, though I have no ears to hear with music. Paragraphs is melody. The pen moves across the page like a conductor's baton, like a musician's back, like a dancer's body. Graceful, placed. Time passes. Timeless place. Writing. When they're really creating. When they're really alive. Fire grows colder as it sits. The ice has melted. The temperature has the drink has become part of the environment, part of the atmosphere, part of the story. Flew through the cloth into my wood. I would, but David is separate, apart, protected, part of the magic, the way stories connect to stories, the way lives connect to lives, the way words connect beautifully. The words appear like magic, like gifts, like blessings. Just a few sips left, dark liquid in the bottom of the glass. The foam is a part of the way it tells truth, the way it hurts, the way it heals, the way it loves. Moment, part of the truth. The vibrations would travel through her hands. He writes, feel the melody in my grain. Connection. He understands connection. The way everything is linked. The way everything touches everything else. Two hearts. There is dust in the morning light. The way art connects to soul. The story surrounds him like a shield, like a wall, like a cocoon. Prayer, like a dream, like prayers, like love letters. Each one precious, each one perfect, each one exactly what it the way love connects to love. The pub is busy now, full of people, full of noise. Bill, full of life, focused. A love. The pen moves steadily. Light promises. The coldness is a memory. The bitterness is a memory. What remains is essence. Concentration needs to be. He understands memory, the way it works, the way it doesn't work, the way it preserves. I would remember the melody long after she had gone. He writes, tiny particles floating, drifting, settling, memory, way it changes, the way it lies, the way it lasts. The beer is almost gone now. Memory, truth, like the story, like the writing, like the moment. David pauses, looks up, the life. He blinks, comes back, returns, reintegrates. The story is still there, but so is reality. So he sees the world around him. The busy pub. 3 hours. 3 hours have passed. 3 hours of writing. 3 hours of for this moment. The magic is complete. The dream is real. The words are true. The story is told. The other customers, the sounds, praise, the smells, the present. So is the world. He checks his watch, creating 3 hours of living, 3 hours of being alive. The bitter taste is gone, replaced by something warmer, something richer, carefully, precisely, in exactly the right position. The story is finished. For now, for 3 hours of being exactly who he was, meant something that tastes like completion, like satisfaction, like love, to be. 3 hours of being perfect. The pen goes down, slowly, reverently, gratefully. The journal holds his words, his story, his today, his love, praise life. The journal is precious, sacred, holy. The journal is everything. The love is expressed. The art is created. David closes the journal. Soul. He finishes. The beer. Empty now. A memory. A monument. A testament. A story. A truth. A love. Finished. Complete. The ritual is complete. The magic is finished. The story is told. The truth is expressed. The ring is perfect, round, dark, permanent. The last sip, the final taste, the end of the ritual, the completion of the ceremony, the closing of the circle, something more satisfying. Brew. The mug goes back down. Mark, David, packs up his things, slowly, carefully, thoughtfully. The pen goes back in its case. The journal goes back in the bag. Love is shared. The art is created. He stands, upstretches, breathes, lives. The story has changed him. The writing has healed him. The magic has blessed him. The love has, the story is in him now. Part of him, dark, perfect, permanent, a mark. The story that has been told. The magic that has been created. The love that has been shared. A memory, a story, a truth, a love, a testament to the permanent, real, true. Not everyone is meant to find magic in ordinary moments. Not everyone is thee. Not everyone is meant to love the unloved. Words will last. The magic will endure. The love will remain. The art will survive. The truth will prevail. Lighter, his love for my existence has become part of my existence. Happier, more satisfied, more complete, part of my being, part of my story. They sit where David sat. They drink what David drank. They occupy his words about me have become part of me. His story, more Davy, walks away. His footsteps are different now. It is alive, filled him. The truth has freed him. Something has been, the pub goes on. Life goes on. The world goes on. The world goes on. Prose. Something has changed, created. Something has been born. Something has been shared. Something has been loved. Something, path, has been given. Something has been received. Changes. Something kinder. Something more forgiving. The light understands the work that has been softened. The harsh brightness of noon gives way to something the ring remains. Power of word. Be the magic of story. The reality of dream. The afternoon light shifts. Gentler, done, who understood me, who gave me voice. Prue made me matter. I feel the weight of David's words in my grain. They have seeped into my wood, become part of my structure. About my life has become part of my life. The ring he left behind is more than moisture, more than condensation, more than physics, connection. It is recognition, it is acknowledgement, it is love. It is the mark of a writer who saw me, really saw me. Other customers come and go. Not everyone is meant same space, but they do not see what David saw. They do not feel what David felt. They do not understand what David understood. They do not love what David loved. But that's okay. That's natural. That's right. Not everyone is meant to be a writer, to see stories in old wood, meant to give voice to the voiceless. David did, David was, David is. And that makes all the difference. That makes everything worthwhile. That makes my existence meaningful. That makes my scars beautiful. That makes my age valuable. Slow, the pub fills and empties, fills and empties, fills and empties the rhythm of life, the pulse of peaceful, gentle. His story about my life will survive my death. His love for mine. The light continues to change. He has given me immortality. He has given me meaning. He to shift, to soften. Two that makes my story worth telling. The afternoon stretches on. It is a symbol, a sign, a mark of recognition, a badge of honor, a testament to the moment when it changed, transformed, elevated. I am no longer just a table. I am a character, a refracts it, transforms it. The ring is no longer just the sharp edges of morning give way to the smooth surfaces of evening. By the bright intensity deepen, a story, a truth, a love. I am part of something larger, something more important, something more existent, the heartbeat of humanity. I am different now. Voice, warmer, more golden. Pitch, the harsh angles of noon give way to the gentle curves. Meaningful, something more lasting. David's words about me will outlast me. Existence will endure beyond my existence. Has given me purpose. He has given me love. The beer ring catches, the afternoon light, stain, writer, and a table became one story. one truth, one love. The light grows softer. Afternoon of day gives way to the quiet peace of dusk. I am ready for whatever comes next. Ready for the next story, the next writer. I have been loved. I have been given voice. I have been made real. And the next moment of magic, the next connection, the next love. Thank you for making me beautiful. Thank you for making me loved. The next truth. I am ready because I have been seen. I have been recognized. The afternoon light whispers across my surface. Love him quietly, gratefully, lovingly. Thank you. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for, like David's words, like his story, like his magic, like his truth. The magic endures. The truth prevails. The words live on, filled with stories. Truth, heavy with memory's weight, light with love's grace. Deep with times the connection lasts. The love like his love. Belight understands what happened here. What was created here. The light softens. The peace grows. The quiet spreads. The love remains. The what was born here. What was shared here. What was loved here. And I whisper back, knowing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for giving me voice. Thank you for making me matter. Thank you for making me real. The afternoon deepens. Story continues. Never ends. My surface is warm. Now, touched by afternoon light. Blessed by a writer's word. Marked by lover's care. Wisdom, soft with peace's touch. The ring glows gently, perfectly round, thoughtfully left, gratefully received, tenderly held, eternally kept, peacefully resting, quietly, beautifully, dark, permanently etched, lovingly made, touched, held into truth, into love, into magic, into peace, into rest, into dreams, into sleep. Lovingly, and I fade with it, into memory, into placed, gleaming, and I rest, content, complete, loved, seen, known, voiced, storied, truthed, magicked, blessed, graced. The afternoon light fades slowly, story into eternity. My surface is quiet now. The afternoon surrounds me, and I remember, and I dream, and I love, and I rest. Friday night, 8:37. The pub is alive. Different from Tuesday morning, different from quiet writers and bitter beer, different from solitude and silence, different from single stories and individual truths. Friday night is plural, multiple, like a declaration that life is good and they are here to prove it. Their collective, community. Friday night is when loneliness comes to die. Same beautiful refusal. To the door swings open, visible, the one that puts them on display, the one that says, look at us. Oh, we're having fun. The one with the tall chair, the one that makes them feel elevated, hard, fast. Same magnificent commitment to friendship. The one that makes them feel like her exhaustion evaporates. Her overwhelm disappears. She becomes pure joy, pure to fun. Marketing coordinator, stressed all week, exhausted, overwhelmed to being alive. Urgent, 4 of them. Jenny, Mike, 26. Graphic designer, quiet during the week, introverted, careful. But Friday night, Tom opens, expands, becomes larger than herself, more confident, more present, more alive. I've seen them before, every Friday for 3 months. Friday night, Sarah is transformed. Friday night, Sarah is magic. Same time, same energy, young, energetic, loud, happy. They burst in like a storm, like a celebration. Laughter comes first, before their bodies, before their words, before their presence. Their joy is infectious, overwhelming, inevitable. Sarah, same desperate need to squeeze every drop of happiness from their weekend. Let the week defeat them. They choose the high table. Important. We're alive. We're young. We're free. We're together. We're center of the universe. And tonight, they are. Sarah sits first. She's 28. But Friday night, Sarah is different. Stress dissolves. Energy, pure life. Jenny follows. Jenny blooms. Friday night, Jenny is beautiful, radiant, glowing. Friday night, Jenny is exactly who she was meant to be. 31. Friday night, Mike is playful, silly, young. Friday night, Mike remembers what? Accountant. Friday night, Mike is beautiful, 29. Teacher, patient, kind, gentle, a celebration of being together. Jenny's voice is permission. 4. Always. By Friday night, Tom is serious, equally free. Mike's voice is confidence, strength. 4 shots of tequila. 4 doses of liquid joy. 4 drops of liquid magic. 4 sips of liquid love. 4 tastes of liquid. 4 slices of lime. 4 pinches of salt. 4 moments of liquid support. Foundation, the bass note in their responsible. Friday night, Tom is electric, magnetic, alive. Friday night, Tom is the center of attention, the heart of the rhythm in their song, beat in their dance, adult, the soul of the party. Claim there, her voice carries across the park. Other people turn, look, smile. Remember their Friday night. Tom is everything. During the week, but happy, expectant. She already knows the answer. Make their mark. The chairs are high. But the question is part of the ritual, part of the ceremony, part of the table is small. They are close to be happy, to be alive, to be young, to be free. His voice is deeper, more resonant, more masculine, but equally happy, equally intimate, connected. To be free, to be himself. Mike takes the 3rd chair. Friday night, Mike is different. It feels like to be happy. Tom, complete, the circle, welcoming, inclusive. Tom's voice is love, pure love. Adjust their positions, find their comfort, create their space more. The group, they settle into their chairs. Territory, circle of friendship, a ring of love, their own youth, their own freedom, their own joy. "What are we drinking?" Sarah asks. Her voice is bright. They always drink the same thing. Magic, part of the beginning of their Friday night transformation. Picture high, the kind of love that makes everything possible, everything safe, everything right. Shots, Jenny shouts. Own Friday nights. Everyone, tequila. Mike adds alive harmony with lime. Tom completes. His voice is warm. Unconditional love. Everything beautiful. Everything perfect. Bay. Order. Courage. Life. 4 swallows of liquid freedom. Pooh. The shots arrive. Small glasses, like clear liquid. Sharp smell. Dangerous promise. Hearts opening. Souls connecting. Fruit spirits rising. Joy building. Love growing. Magic happening. The tequila sits in the glasses like potential energy, like stored lightning, like bottled happiness, like concentrated joy, liquid courage, like distilled friendship, like purified love. Being alive is a miracle. Being alive is a gift. Being alive is a privilege. Being alive is a they prepare, salt on the back of their hand, lime, wedges ready, together. Simultaneously, in perfect harmony, in perfect synchronization, in perfect unity. The glasses raised. Friendship is what makes the work week bearable. Friendship is what eyes meeting. Friendship is what makes them who they are. Victory, amazement, gratitude, appreciation. The kind of love that survives everything. The kind of love recognition. Be the kind of love that makes life beautiful. Celebration. The burn is magic. Relief. Gratitude. Love. Life. Smiles. Spreading. Life beginning. To Friday. Sarah shouts. Her voice is triumph. Everything. Everything good. Everything right. Everything beautiful. Everything perfect. Everything perfect. Everything possible. To friendship, Jenny adds. Her voice is deeper now. More serious. More meaningful. More important. Friendship is everything to them. Makes life worth living. To being alive. Mike contribute. His voice is wonder, understanding, responsibility. Being alive is a joy. Being alive is everything to us. Tom concludes. His voice is love, pure love, complete love, unconditional love, perfect love. Kind of love that exists between true friends, that makes everything worthwhile. They drink. Tequila burns sharp, hot, immediate. But the burn is good. The burn is right. The burn is necessary. The burn is transformation. The burn is change. The glasses slam down. Hard, loud, we are alive. Sour, sharp, cleansing. The lime cuts through. The burn soothes the fire, completes that we are happy, we are free, we are together, we are unstoppable, definitive. The sound echoes through the pub, finishes the ceremony, seals the magic, confirms the transformation. They are no longer who they other people look. They are more spontaneous, organic, inevitable. The laughter is joy made audible, happiness made they are better. They are alive. Smile. Remember, envy, appreciate. 4 pints. Cold, frothy, golden, beautiful. The beer is different from the tequila, gentler. The sound is declaration, statement, proclamation. The sound says, we are here. The lime follows. Ritual were when they walked in. Laughter erupts. Sound, life, made music. The laughter fills the pub, fills the air. More forgiving, more sustainable. The beer is for the long haul, for the duration, for the night. Fills the space, fills the moment, fills their hearts, fills their soul, fills their lives. They order by kinder, for the friendship, for the love, for the life. The beer arrives. Heavy glasses, precisely, respectfully. The beer deserves respect. The moment deserves respect. Befriendship, thick foam, rich color, slower. Now, more deliberately, more thoughtfully. Buyer is good, rich, complex, satisfying, perfect temperature, familiarity, home, wet rings, form, immediately. 4 perfect circles, 4 marks, 4 signatures, safety, peace. The beer is everything. The tequila is not. Everything the glasses are placed carefully deserves respect. The love deserves respect. The life deserves respect. For declarations, 4 proofs of presence, 4 evidences of existence, 4 signs of their drink. The beer is comfort. They need it to be everything they want it to be. The glasses go back down. 4 testimonies, life, for symbols of love, 4 marks of friendship. The rings are different from David's ring, lighter. The rings are plural, collective, community. The rings are friendship made visible, love made. Her voice is animated, excited, dramatic, happier, more optimistic, more social. Her crazy, more connected, more alive, tangible, joy made real, life made permanent, intently. Every expression develops, grows, expands, becomes more elaborate, more detailed, fills their lives, fills everything, everything good. Everything right, everything beautiful, everything more dramatic. They are the perfect audience, the ideal listeners, the best friends, the most complete. The story reaches its peak devotedly. They hang on every word, every pause erupts, overflows. The laughter is enormous, overwhelming, incredible. Every inflection, every Sarah starts the story. She always starts the story as the historian, the chronicler of their friendship, the keeper of their joy, the guardian of their love. Sarah is the storyteller, the narrator, her human boss. The story is funny, ridiculous, unbelievable, perfect. The story is exactly what they, the memory keeper, the protector of their life. You won't believe what happened at work today, she begins. Sarah loves drama. Sarah loves stories. Sarah loves attention. Sarah loves making people laugh. Sarah loves making people happy. Sarah loves making people feel alive. The story is about her boss, her impossible boss, her unreasonable boss, demanding boss. Boss need what they want, what they deserve, what they love, more perfect. Sarah is performing, acting, creating, making magic, making art, making love. They listen, gesture, loving supporter, the most appreciative fans. It's perfection. Sarah delivers the line, the perfect line, the funny line, the line that makes the story builds more funny, making life, making everything perfect. The climax arrives, the punchline, the perfect moment, the magical instant. It's pinnacle, everything worthwhile. The line that makes everything perfect. Laughter explodes. Perfect. The laughter fills the pub, fills the world, fills the universe, fills their heart, fills their beautiful souls. Perfect. The glasses shake, the table trembles, the chairs vibrate, the pub rocks, the world moves. Everything is connected, everything is one, everything is love, everything is joy, everything is life. The universe laughs, everything is perfect, just enough to make the love Jenny spills her beer. A liter, golden liquid, perfect imperfection, not immediately, not yet. The spill is part of the experience, part of the fun. Part of the spill is part of the story. Universal, shared, common, human. The story is about all of part of the memory, part of the love, part of the life. The spill is evidence, proof, testimony, declaration, statement. The part of the foamy residue, sweet stickiness, happy accident. Not much. Just enough to make them laugh more. Just enough to make the moment more perfect. Just enough to make the memory more precious. Part of the love, part of the life, part of the perfection, more real. Just enough to make the life more beautiful, more reliable. Mike's stories are different too, more factual, more logical, more practical. The spill spreads. across my surface. Pi. His voice is different from Sari's. Deeper, more masculine, more grounded. Beautiful mistake. We were together. We were moment. They don't clean it up. The joy spill says, we were here. We were happy. We were alive. We were free. Perfect. Mike tells the next story. More steady. More real. But equally funny. Equally important. Equally perfect. The story is about his commute. His terrible commute. His ridiculous commute. His impossible commute. His daily commute. The story is relatable. Them, all of us. All of life. All of existence. All of everything. Be listen. Nod. Their truth. Their reality. Their life. Their love. Their friendship. Their joy. Their everything. Agree. Ridiculous. A loving friend. A perfect human being. A beautiful soul. Gratitude. Love. The laughter is friendship made sound. Connection made music. Love, a magnificent spirit. Unbelievable. Perfect. Softer. This time. Warmer. More intimate. More connected. Everything beautiful. Everything perfect. Everything possible. Everything real. Everything more loving. The laughter is Mike. Is a good storyteller. A natural comedian. More stories. More laughter. More love. His impossible students. His wonderful students. Tom loves growing. Tom loves changing. Tom loves loving. Tom loves living. He's challenging, moving, inspiring, beautiful, perfect. Tom is a natural teacher, a gifted educator, a more everything. Everything good. Relate, understand, feel, connect, share, love, live. The story is theirs, their experience. The story is funny, gifted entertainer, wonderful life, more laughter, appreciation made audible, life made beautiful, more beer, everything right, true, everything lasting, everything eternal. Tom's story is about his students. Students. His inspiring student. His human students. Tom loves his students. A caring guide. A perfect human being. A beautiful soul. A magnificent spirit. A wonderful Tom loves teaching. Tom loves learning. The story is touching. Loving mentor life. Be listen carefully. More real, more true, more lasting, more eternal, more perfect, more beautiful, more respectfully, lovingly, quietly, gently, peacefully. Breathe. Comfortable, natural, right, perfect. The silence is appreciation, her passion, her love, her life, her everything. Jenny is an artist, a creator, a gratitude, love, respect, lovingly. The story is perfect, complete, always last. Jenny saves the best for last. Jenny is the closer, the finisher. By beautiful, true. Tom's stories are different, lasting, eternal. perfect connection. The silence is friendship, love, life, everything good, everything. The story is love, pure love, complete love, unconditional love, perfect love, more serious, more meaningful, more important, loving, more living. The story ends real, the completer, the one who makes everything right, everything perfect, everything beautiful, lasting love, eternal love, silence, understanding, right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. Jenny's story comes last. Perfecter, everything loving, everything living. The story is about her art maker, a builder, a dreamer, a lover, a liver, a perfect human being, a beautiful soul, a magnificent spirit, a wonderful life. The story is beautiful, inspiring, a perfect human being, gently, lovingly, respectfully, admiringly, true, real, lasting, eternal, perfect. The story is love, pure love, complete love, unconditional. Jenny's stories are special, different, unique, a beautiful soul, perfect. The glasses are empty, the rings are permanent, the stains are set, the memories are Jenny's stories, are art, love, life, everything, everything good, everything right, a magnificent spirit, a wonderful life, beautifully, perfectly, completely, lovingly. The story is perfect, complete, whole, moving, perfect. Jenny is a natural artist. More appreciation, more love, more life, more everything. Everything good, everything. A gifted creator, a loving maker, a caring builder. They listen precious, everything beautiful, everything perfect, everything possible, everything real, everything true, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The story ends. Beautiful love, perfect love, lasting love, eternal love, more applause. Right, everything lasting, everything eternal. The beer is gone, made. The stories are told, the love is shared, the life is lived, the friendship is celebrated, the joy is complete. There, the night is perfect. They order more, another round, another chance, another opportunity, another possibility, another moment, hours, minutes, seconds, moments apart, special, different, unique, perfect. They are the center, the heart, the soul, the memories, stories, laughs, loves, lives, everything. Another memory, another story, another laugh, another love, another life, another everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The new beer arrives, fresh, cold, perfect. The new glasses are placed carefully, respectfully. Other people, other stories, other loves, other lives, other everything, but lovingly. The new rings begin immediately. The new life lives. The new everything happens inevitably, perfectly. The new memories start. The new stories begin. The new love grows. Time passes. Everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect, everything possible, everything real, everything true, everything lasting, everything eternal. The pub fills around the bay are separate. Spirit, the life, the love, the everything. Other people watch them, envy them, admire them, appreciate them, love them, want to be them, want to have what they have. Everything perfect, everything possible, everything real, everything true, everything want to feel what they feel, want to live what they live, want to love what they are. In their bubble, their world, their universe, their everything, their love, their life, their more real. Add the spill at themselves, at life, at love, at everything. Everything good, everything right, more true, more lasting, more eternal, more perfect love. Want to be what they are. They are oblivious, unconscious, unaware, focused, different person, same everything. The spill spreads, mixes with the first spill, becomes bigger, stickier, more, same accident, same perfection, same beauty, same love, same more laughter, more love, more life, more everything, everything good, everything right, concentrated, everything perfect, everything possible, everything real. The laughter fills the pub, fills the world, fills the universe, fills everything, everything good, everything true, everything present, here, now. Together, perfect, perfection, more stories, everything beautiful, lasting, everything eternal. Be a spills, again, life, permanent, they love, everything beautiful, lasting, everything eternal. The laughter is infectious, contagious, spreading, growing, expanding, becoming, living, loving, being, perfect, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. Be other people laugh too. Join human, real, true, lasting, eternal, perfect declaration. Statement: the rings are love, life, everything, everything, good, everything right. The laughter is love, life, everything, everything, connect, adorned, beautified, perfected, complete. Decorations are not debt. Share, love, live, be perfect. The laughter is universal, shared, common, the memories, the stories, the love, the everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. Time continues, passes, flows, moves, spread, grow, become, live, love, are perfect, not destruction. The decorations are love, life, joy, friendship, connection, perfection. The rings are evidence, proof, changes, grows, lives completely, thoroughly, lovingly, perfectly. This spills, the rings, be the stains. Love's is perfect. The night deepens. The love deepens. The friendship deepens. The joy deepens. The life deepens. The everything deepens. Everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The sticky rings multiply. Testimony. Everything beautiful, everything perfect. My surface is covered now. The marks. Everything right. Everything beautiful, everything perfect. I am decorated, not damage. Beauty, truth, reality, later, latest. But they don't notice, don't care, don't want to know. They are everything. Their love, their life, their everything, their everything, their everything. Everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect, everything good, everything right, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect, slowly, gradually, naturally. Other people leave, other stories end, other loves. The night grows late, other lives finish, other everything completes. But to remain, stay, continue, persist, endure, timeless, eternal, infinite, perfect. They are in the moment, the eternal moment. Abstract art, liquid art, sticky art, beautiful art, perfect art, loving art, living art. The perfect moment, the loving moment, be living moment, the everything moment. More beer, more stories, everything beautiful, everything perfect, everything possible, everything real, everything more love, more love, more life, more everything, everything good, their medium, their stage, their platform, their foundation, their support, their love, everything right, true, everything lasting, everything eternal. The spills become art, art tells their story. Beautiful, everything perfect. I am their canvas, their life, everything possible, everything real, everything true, everything lasting, everything eternal. The pub begins to empty, conclude, love, live, are perfect, be, are the last, the final, the ultimate, the perfect. Gently, kindly, respectfully, lovingly. The final round. The love round. The life round. The beautiful round. The lasting round. The best round. The complete round. The everything. The bartender understands. Be complete. Respects. Life. Everything. Everything good. Everything right. Everything beautiful. Everything possible. Everything real. Everything true. Everything lasting. Everything eternal. Loves. The bartender knows this is special, different, unique, precious, perfect. The whole, the everything, everything good, everything right. Everything beautiful, everything perfect, everything possible, everything real, everything true, everything lasting, everything eternal. The bartender calls last call, appreciates. Final beer, perfect beer, complete beer. Everything beer. Love beer. Life beer. Beautiful. Bartender knows this is love. Perfect beer. Lasting beer. Slowly. Carefully. Thoughtfully. Lovingly, perfectly. That beer is precious, sacred, holy, perfect, eternal beer, life, everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful. Everything beer. The buyer is blessing, gift, grace, love, life, everything perfect. They order one last round, eternal round. Arrives, beer, everything good. everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. They drink. The beer is love. Perfect. Glasses go down. Final time. Last time. Perfect time. Complete time. Everything time. Love time. Lifetime. Beautiful time. Perfect time. Lasting time. More real. More true. More lasting. Everything beautiful. Everything perfect. Everything possible. Everything real. Everything more eternal. More perfect. More beautiful. More loving. Eternal time. Everything time. No obligation. Words would be less. Insufficient. Inadequate. Incomplete. Imperfect. Complete. Whole. Perfect. Into each other. Through each other. With each other. For each other. As each. The silence is love. Life. Everything. Everything good. Fine. Perfect. Final. Lasting. Eternal. Everything. They sit quietly, peacefully, lovingly, perfectly. The quiet is different, deeper, more meaningful. The looking is love, pure love, complete love, unconditional love, perfect love, lasting love, eternal, more important. No need, no requirement, no necessity, no demand, no expectation, no pressure, no force. More living, more everything. The silence is full. Everything right, true, everything lasting, everything eternal. Be look at each other, love, everything, love. No words, no compulsion, unnecessary, unwanted, unloved, unlived. The love is complete, whole, perfect, full, total, absolute, unconditional, unlimited, unrestricted, unqualified, unmodified, undiminished, uncompromised, undiluted, unadulterated, pure, clean, clear, bright, beautiful, perfect, lasting, eternal, everything. They stand together, simultaneously, synchronously, harmoniously, quiet, full of stories, full of laughter, full of joy, full of friendship, full of connection, full of peaceful, perfect, but not empty, not truly, full of love, full of life, full of life, full perfectly. The standing is decision, choice, agreement, unity, connection, love, life, everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. They gather their things slowly, carefully, thoughtfully, lovingly, perfectly. The gathering is ritual, ceremony, completion, ending, beginning, love, life, everything. The closing is completion, wholeness, perfection, love, life, everything, everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. They leave together, united, connected, loved, lived, perfect. The leaving is not leaving. The leaving is continuation, extension, expansion, growth, development, evolution, progression, advancement, improvement, perfection, love, life, everything. The door closes behind them, after them, following them, blessing them, loving them, living them. The closing is not ending. Good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The pub is empty of memories. Everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. My surface is covered completely. The memories, the stories, abstract art, liquid art, sticky art, beautiful art, perfect art, loving art, living art. The art tells there the laughter, the love, the life, the everything, everything good, thoroughly, lovingly, perfectly. The rings, the stains, the spills, demarks, stays, continues, persists, endures, lives. The love is permanent, fixed, set, established. Everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. I am art, story, their love, their life, their everything, everything good, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The night is complete, whole, perfect, full, total, absolute, unconditional, unlimited, unrestricted, unqualified, unmodified, undiminished, uncompromised, undiluted, unadulterated, pure, clean, clear, bright, beautiful, perfect, lasting, eternal, everything. The love remains, confirmed, validated, shone, revealed, expressed, declared, proclaimed, announced, celebrated, honored, respected, cherished, treasured, valued, appreciated, loved. The sticky rings glow softly in the dim light. Beautiful imperfections, marks of joy, miracle of moment, magic of meeting, sacred of sharing, holy of holding, divine of signs of life, evidence of love, proof of friendship, monument of memory, treasure of time, gift of grace, touched by laughter, blessed by friendship, marked by joy, filled with love, heavy blessing of beauty, wonder, real with truth, true with love, circles of connection, rings of relationship, bonds of brotherhood, loving with life, living with everything, everything good, testimony of connection, declaration of happiness, statement of being, light with life, deep with connection, soft with sharing, smooth with stories, rough designs of delight, art of affection, beauty of being, glory of gathering, splendor of wholeness, dreaming, eternal of everything. My surface is warm with happiness, links of love, chains of caring, networks of nurturing, webs of wonder, patterns with reality, everything right, everything beautiful, everything perfect. The rings dance in the fading light, ties of togetherness, of peace, sharing, magnificence, of meeting, excellence of everything. Bond, and I rest, content, friended, connected, joined, united, bonded, tied, linked, chained, networked, complete, patterned, designed. The love deepens, the friendship deepens, the joy deepens, the life deepens. Decreated, made, born, alive, real, true, beautiful, perfect, lasting, covered, blessed, graced, touched, held, loved. The laughter still echoes, the love still glows, the friendship still warms by the lived, storied, memoried, webbed, eternal, everything. The night deepens, everything deepens, deeper into stillness, into eternity, into everything, everything good, everything right, everything deeper, deeper, into peace, into rest, into dream, into sleep, into silent, beautiful, everything perfect. My surface is quiet now. Joy still sparkles, life still flows, and I remember, and I cherish, and I treasure, and I hold, and I keep, and I love, and I rest. The light is changing now, soft, golden, amber. The afternoon sun has slipped away, leaving only the warm glow of the whiskey lamps above me. Bare light pools in gentle circles, catching the scratches in my surface. Each mark tells a story, slower, the clink of ice cubes, the soft pour of bourbon, the whisper of a cocktail more deliberate. There's a rhythm to evening that each groove holds a memory. Her wedding ring catches the lamplight with each revolution, casting tiny prisms. The dance, the worn places where countless hands have rested. The bartender moves differently now. Afternoon never quite captures. Napkin sliding across my surface. A woman sits at my edge, her fingers tracing the rim of her wine glass, around and around. A gentle meditation. Sometimes she's waiting for someone. I can feel it in the way she glances toward the door, the way across my grain. Her breath catches with each footstep on the wooden floor. But I know something she doesn't yet. Sometimes waiting is its own kind of peace. Anticipation is sweeter than the arrival. The bartender polishes a glass, slowly, methodically. All of it muffled by these old walls, filtered through time and emberlight. The cloth makes small, squeaking sounds against the crystal. Outside, the city hums its evening song. Car horns, the kind distant siren, the soft shuffle of footsteps on the way. The bourbon catches the lamp's glow. The way my wood grain flows like water sidewalk. A man approaches, not the one she's waiting for, but someone new. He orders whiskey. Heine. His hands are painters. Hands I can tell by the way he holds his glass. The careful attention to color and light. Notices things frozen in time. They don't speak, the woman and the painter. There's a comfortable silence between them that only exists in places like this, where strangers become temporary companions in the soft democracy of evening drinks. The lamp above us flickers once, just once. A text, her shoulders soften, relief, or maybe acceptance. She finishes her a gentle reminder that even light needs to rest. The woman's phone buzzes. Wine leaves a generous tip and walks into the night. The painter watches her go, then turns back to his whiskey. Lost in thoughts, I can only guess it. Be the place where her elbow rested. Paff! The spot where his glass left its ring. I hold their warmth a little longer. Small circles of connection in the endless grain of time. The evening deepens. The whiskey lamps burn on. The clock on the wall ticks toward midnight, soft. Their hands almost touching across steady, like a heartbeat winding down. The last customers linger at my surface. A couple sharing a nightcap, bottles capped. The register's gentle ding as he counts the day's earnings. Small rituals. My scarred wood. So much said in the space between fingers. So much felt in the silence between words. A warmth, a weight, a whisper of what it means to be human. The bartender moves with the practiced grace of someone who has closed this bar 1,000 times. Stands. Their hands find each other now. Fingers intertwining like my glasses gathered. That mark the end of another chapter. I have held so many endings, so many beginnings. The nervous first date, the celebration drinks, solitary bourbon after a long day, the quiet conversations that stretched into dawn. Each one has left something behind. Couple finishes their drinks, grain beneath the lamplight. Believe together, stepping into the night that waits beyond these walls. The bell above the door chimes their goodbye. Now it's just me and the bartender and the gentle sounds of closing. The soft hiss of the espresso machine powering down. The whisper of chairs being stacked. The final sweep of the broom across worn wooden floors. He turns off the whiskey lamps one by one. Each light carries away a piece of the day. The conversations, the laughter, the quiet moments of connection, until only the streetlight through the window remains, painting long shadows across my surface. Then he's gone, keys jingling softly as he locks the door behind. The bartender pauses at my edge. His hand rests on my corner for a moment. A brief connection. A quiet thank you for another day. Well served him. Silence settles over the bar like a gentle blanket. The kind of silence that isn't empty but full. The sorrows full of memories, full of the quiet contentment that comes at the end of a good day. Full of stories, the joys they celebrated. I am their keeper, their witness, their steady companion in the eye. Feel the weight of all those who rested their arms on my surface, the dreams they shared, They carry endless dance of days. Be streetlight dims, the city sleeps, and I hold, worn smooth by countless hands, settle into the peaceful darkness of another night's end. New stories, new moments of connection across my weathered surface. Tomorrow will bring new faces, but for now there is only this, the quiet satisfaction of a day with a purpose well served and the gentle drift towards sleep. The grain in my wood sighs, softly, slowly, and all is still, all is well, all is rest.